Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Surprise, surprise. The Russians did not run out of missiles and rockets and shells. As the defense minister of Great Britain, Mr. Ben Wallace, stated about 5 days or so. So that would make him a liar. And not only he is a liar, but other weasels who stated that Russia are most likely, and they have no more rockets, missiles, or anything for a massive missile attack. I'm not celebrating that. I'm just happy to report that these weasels again disinform us, not misinform, disinform us by giving us stupid information. And remember, that's the intelligence community again. It seems like, as a fact, the Russians launched a massive, I think bigger missile attack than ever before by the number of projectiles, which I would include obviously missiles, rockets, and other ways of bombarding, unfortunately, the Ukrainians. More than 120 projectiles were launched, and I'm talking about missiles and rockets, today on Thursday, the 29th of December 2022. I knew that that weasel, what's his name, Wallace, talks smack. It was almost impossible, but he creates again hopes for people, which now they're gonna do what? They're gonna come in front of the television cameras and they're gonna say, you know what, we made a mistake or something. They will go through this, plow through this like nothing happened. So let's see what happened actually. This article I picked it from Ukraine, from Ukrinform. It is from today, the 29th of December 2022. Russia launched more than 120 missiles at Ukraine, according to Podolyak. Okay, Podolyak is not Russian; it's Ukrainian. So, excuse me, it must be true. I haven't. I don't remember reading before more than 104, maximum 105, 6 rockets and missiles launched by Russia since February 24th. Have you? I've never. Maybe I possibly missed one time, but I don't remember. You can say, well, I'm a little dumb or something. Well, we can debate that, but I personally don't remember. But over 120 missiles. When that weasel 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I made a video on that idiot, and I said specifically that I will hold that guy accountable, which I can't. And what's going to happen to him? Will we fire him? Will we indict him? What's going to happen with this guy? Nothing, because that's his job. Not his job. Part of his job is to give us, this kind of lack of information, or more information that is actually disinformation when you do it knowingly. And I don't think that what's his name, Wallace, the intelligence chief of United Kingdom, did not know. And if he did not know, and if he said it without knowing, who knew that? I mean, he was then misinformed by his workers. Fire them. I mean, don't you think it's a very important statement to go and claim, hey, Russia will not be capable of launching another massive attack like the last one that they did? It seems like this is even bigger. No, I want to know who is responsible, and I want accountability. Okay, because if we here make a little statement somewhere, we're immediately by these guys and others, and there's not as serious as Ben Wallace giving us this piece of information. Anyway, I think it is frightening for instance, Ukrainians, and for the British subjects, people, citizens, however you want to call them, to be informed by their intelligence community that Russia is done. No more missiles. No more attacks like that. And it's even bigger. And I'm going to tell you why bigger. Because Russia again hit as far as Lviv, which is next to the border with Poland in the west. Lviv, Odessa, and Kiev, the main things that were struck. They have no electricity and other. They don't have power. All right, let's see what these guys give us. There are more than 120 missiles launched by Russia in Ukraine's airspace. Mikhailo Podolyak, an advisor to the head of the office of the President of Ukraine, said on Twitter, Ukrinform reports. And I'm quoting, 29/12/22. That's obviously December 29th, 2022. 120 plus missiles over Ukraine launched by the evil Russian world to destroy critical infrastructure and kill civilians en masse. We're waiting for further proposals from peacekeepers about peaceful settlement, security guarantees for RF, and undesirability of provocations, Podolyak wrote. Very interesting and important statement in that, if you picked. So they say, we're waiting for further proposals from peacekeepers, in quotation mark, about quote-unquote peaceful settlement, security guarantees for Russian Federation. So I don't know, is he just trolling them, or he's serious of whatever he's saying, but it's in a quotation mark, so I don't know. We'll discuss that. Early on December 29th, Russian troops attacked Ukraine from various directions with cruise missiles fires from strategic aircraft and ships. That means they fucked you up from all directions. All your holes were penetrated, and they were, don't make me bullshit here. So yes, obviously it killed infrastructure and destroyed infrastructure and killed civilians en masse. We're waiting for further proposals. Well, the proposal, you got them, and this is the proposal. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep bullshitting with your peace proposal, United Nations, if Russia bends over and takes it deep, you know, because this is what Ukraine supposedly proposed. That's their peace plan. Ukrainians, Ukraine, not Ukraine, the guys in charge of Ukraine will organize or schedule at United Nations meeting, a peace process, blah, blah, blah. And Russia would be invited only unless is going to go in front of a international criminal court beforehand, probably get a few of their bosses or the leaders hanged in the meantime, like a Nuremberg little, okay, and only after that, Russia, whomever is going to be in charge, that these guys will say, yeah, you are approved, you're approved, come over, sell Russia to us. Then that's their peace process. It's a joke. Remember, the Russian ambassador to the United Nations said that that's actually diplomacy error 404. So it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So this is their answer. If you remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday morning, I made a video about what Lavrov stated regarding that peace process and others, and this is his message to the Ukrainians, but it's, you know, not Ukrainians, actually his message is going like this towards the Americans, but he's talking about Ukraine, saying come and agree with our proposals, the 4 ones, remember those, that they invaded Ukraine, and we're gonna have a peace talk or negotiations, whatever we're gonna negotiate about the four points that they wanted to negotiate before the war started, or they started the war, they invaded, however you care to use whatever euphemisms, and if not, the Russian army will decide. So you either come here or we're gonna fuck you up. I think the Russians lost their patience, and not patient, but it seems like Ukraine is crumbling its defenses. That's not according to me, just I woke up and I dreamt about it. But when you don't see me here, I am involved in information gathering activities, let's put it this way. And aside from a few, how should I put it, obvious weasels who are just propaganda, oh, we're doing just fine and we're going to have a nice Christmas and all that and we're winning, we're almost next to Moscow, almost like the Wehrmacht, close to Moscow, 15 kilometers and blah, blah, blah. I mean, aside for those delusionals, uh, almost everybody else is like, oh, well, Ukraine is not having anything else. No manpower, no weapons and ammunition. If the West doesn't provide them with everything, they have nothing. We'll see. And it doesn't look good for the Ukrainian people, because the guys in the West, they know, the Russians know, and the Ukrainian handlers know as well. They all know what the situation is, but they come in front of you and tell you that we're going to do okay, we're going to kill the Ruskies, blah, blah, blah. Smack. Anyway, another massive attack of Ben Wallace of Great Britain, the intelligence chief, with his, but he was doing his job, part of his job, to disinform, because that's what is the intelligence community. They're not only to inform us or to find out whatever, is to give us this so they can change this. And then when you ask where is the evidence, top secret, we can't share it with you. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.